Yeah, we settled in okay. I was frustrated at the beginning. We were kind of spitting and sputtering a little bit. I got to give credit to that team, Joe's team. They got some fighters on that team. I was really impressed with their linebacker core and their skill players and their running back, quarterback. They're a good team. So I'm sure they'll have a good year. We did a couple dumb things at the beginning of the game, putting a ball on the ground and spitting and sputtering a little bit, but ended up catching our momentum a little bit, and it looked a lot better.
How did you like how you guys finished the second quarter and started the third quarter, minus the Cam Hill break?
Yeah, obviously we talk about that as a team, trying to finish second, start third the right way. We did the exact opposite of that last week. I know they talked about that last week too, and they did it and we didn't, and those can be big turning points in games.
So Maury had, I think, 168 yards of offense. That's sort of what you thought he could be for you going into this year?
Yeah, it's a long season. We saw a lot of things in camp that didn't show up last Saturday. Some of them showed up this Saturday. Some of the guys that we've been seeing playing well and some of the good things we've seen happening. So we need more of it, but he's a pretty special kid.
Were you happy with the amount of guys who got touches in this game on offense? And I guess what's Oliver's situation too?
Yeah, Oliver has a little injury. We decided to hold him this week, but it's not anything that'll keep him out a long time. But it was great to see a lot of those other receivers play. We're deep at that position with guys that can make plays, so keeping fresh guys on the field is going to be important.
Of those six backs that carried today, which one maybe impressed you the most on the field?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to watch the tape. I thought they all did good things. Thought we ran hard. Still want to get the run game established a little earlier and a little better. We need our base run plays to get us 5 or 6 when they're getting us 2 and get us 11 when they're getting us 6. And I think that's a team effort. It's up front. It's backs. It's good decisions. It's all those things. And when you can establish run, everything else works off of it. And we did that okay today, but can still get better.
How would you? What's that quarterback picture look like to you, Adrian mainly?
Yeah, thought he made a couple little boo-boos early, but he also makes fantastic plays. We put a lot on that kid's shoulders with the type of offense we're running. Every single play, he's got it in his hands. He's making decisions. He's running it. He's throwing it. He's never going to be perfect. Nobody should expect him to. We just want to eliminate the bad plays. We put a ball on the ground early on a naked on a bootleg where the running back doesn't have an option of taking the ball. So those little things can't happen, but he's always going to be there to make plays, and he's been playing at a high level all fall, so I expect that to continue.
So that was on Adrian?
I don't know if the back clamped down on it too much to fake or what happened, but we're getting him out of the pocket with the ball, and the ball's on the ground behind him, so I didn't see a lot of those today. That's the good thing. I don't think we had very many penalties. Logan fumbled the one, but there weren't balls on the ground. We protected the ball a lot better. I'm so obsessed with making sure we don't make any of those mistakes, and I know the team is too, because that's all they hear about. That's where my focus is, and it shouldn't be after a win, but we got to make sure we keep doing those little things right.
Having fans in here today, just how uplifting was that, just to have that again after almost 2 years?
Oh, gosh, that felt good. Just walking out to the tunnel, even pregame with the stands half full, and pregame was special, and I got a chance to walk through the tunnel at the end of the game with my wife and my son, and RJ was giving the fans high fives, and we miss the fans. I know they miss being here, but this was a dismal place without them, so can't wait till next week.
Adrian seemed really comfortable with the pace. Were you comfortable with the pace that the offense was moving at when you guys got going?
Yeah, I thought we utilized tempo at times. Thought it was better than it was last week. The tempo of our offense, we got to continue that. There's times we want to go fast. There's times we shouldn't. This game kind of lent itself to us going fast, and I thought they did a pretty good job of that. So anytime you get lined up quick and steal a play or steal some yards, that helps your offense.
I think some seniors had all 3 interceptions, and then just you blocking field goal too. Just the lift that those guys gave you in the middle part of the game.
Yeah, those guys are pretty special to me, JoJo and Deontay and Markel and all those guys that decided to come back, and they're our leaders and some of our best players. So I'm always happy when they have good things happen to them on the field.
Overall, would you characterize this as progress?
Oh, I would say so. We won a game set. Thought we did a lot of really good things. The team coming in here next week, watch them on tape already. It's a good team. They were in the MAC championship last year. They've lost some pieces, added some really good pieces. We got to have a good week of preparation, and looking forward to getting back on the field with the guys.
What's on just the punt return situation? I mean, what do you see out there on a couple of those plays?
You know, we tell our returners catch the ball no matter what. And when the ball hits the ground, you got to make a smart decision. If it's bouncing easy and a hop you can handle and nobody's around you, then we want them to catch it and not let it bounce several yards down the field. Thought that one was a little too much in traffic, and you know, that weren't a ton of those mistakes today, but we're really going to focus hard on the ones that we did make and make sure we address them every time they come up.
Logan won the starting backup quarterback job, and how'd you feel like you played today in the 4 drives things?
Yeah, I thought Logan did well. That's kind of what I've seen from him. That was a tough fight. I trust the other 2 kids too. Matt got a snap there at the end. You know, I thought Logan played really well, other than putting the ball on the deck. So, you know, he felt bad about that, but he did some really good things out there. It was good to see him get some run.
He does seem to make decisions pretty quickly, like he knows where he wants to go.
Yeah, he thinks through the game really well.
But that was close. You'd say that was close competition for that 2 spot.
Yeah, focus on the things we need to focus on here. I mean, Matt Masker's a really good player. Harburg's going to be a really good player. Logan won the number 2 spot through his body of work, and he got the opportunity today.
This is the first time that you played backup since 2019 in the game.
Is that right?
Yeah, Maryland 2019. You almost can take that for granted how important that is to give some of these guys opportunities like you got today.
Yeah, you know, we started rotating, you know, about halfway through the 3rd quarter. I got some guys out, got some other guys in. There's guys we're going to depend on for the stretch run, and it was good to see those guys get reps. I'm really looking forward to watching the tape and see how those guys perform.
It looked like you got a couple nice things out of Chancellor Brewington, a couple of blocks, and then a slip out for a touchdown. I mean, you talked a little bit in camp, but he can help you a little bit.
Yeah, we got real thin at tight end during camp. He was playing receiver. Was kind of stacked behind some guys at receiver, and we moved him in with Beck. We're still kind of thin at that position, but I can't say enough about that kid. He came in and was going to do whatever he could for the team. Made plays in camp, learned it quick, and we had a little package for him today, and it worked out, and we're really happy for him.
He's got, I don't know if last time I saw a kid make 30 tackles. There's a kid on the other team that's Ryan making 30 tackles.
Number 47? Yeah, I mentioned I was really impressed with their skill players. Their whole team in general was really well coached, but their skill players, and yeah, he's a guy. I mean, I saw Logan scramble there at the end of the game, and that kid came over and got him pretty good, right? I had to dodge out of the way not to get hit by him. Already had 31 tackles, including one on me. But there's good players everywhere in football. I think that's why you're seeing a lot of teams beat teams that they might not have 20 years ago, and compete with teams they might not have 20 years ago. Is that, you know, there's just more football players, and teams are getting them, and I was impressed with a lot of their players.
How much did your team need today?
Yeah, we needed it. Yeah, we had such a good camp, and going into that first game, had high hopes, and I think that the kids really believe how much progress they made and how much better team they are. Then the game 1 didn't go the way we wanted it to, but that doesn't change the progress that we've made. You know, we got a tough slate of games, but we got a long season. We got to keep getting better. I think this team's going to be able to compete with anybody that we go on the field with, and then it's a matter of playing clean and making somebody else beat us, not beating ourselves.
Anything else? Coach Chance in the stands. How much energy did that bring to you and your team? Just hearing this, team in the state root for you, and how much energy did that bring to you guys?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Yeah, I couldn't help but look around at the beginning of the game and see it, and the fans were awesome going to the game, coming out through the tunnel after the game. We missed them, and there's so many good, positive, all-in fans for Nebraska, and we're fighting as hard as we can for them.
Thanks, guys.